John and Charles Wesley were two of the most influential figures in the history of Christianity. Born in the early 18th century in England, these two brothers experienced a dramatic conversion that transformed their lives and also impacted on individuals and governments. This literally changed the world and continues to do so today. In this documentary, we will explore the lives and times of the Wesley brothers and their journey from doubt to faith. John and Charles Wesley were born into a large family in Epworth, England. Their father, Samuel Wesley, was a minister in the Church of England, and their mother, Susanna Wesley, was a devout Christian who homeschooled her children. The Wesley brothers received a rigorous education in the classics and were both admitted to Oxford University. While at Oxford, John and Charles Wesley joined a group of students who were seeking a deeper understanding of their faith. In 1729, John Wesley, a young Anglican minister, was invited to serve as a pastor to British colonialists in Savannah, Georgia. During his time at Oxford, he became a member of a society called the Holy Club, which had been founded by his brother, Charles Wesley. The Holy Club consisted of individuals who took vows to lead holy lives, partake in communion once a week, engage in daily prayer, and regularly visit prisons. They also dedicated 3 hours every afternoon to studying the Bible and other devotional materials. Over time, this group came to be known as the Methodists. Despite facing mockery and ridicule at Oxford, the members of the Holy Club remained steadfast in their faith. In 1735, John Wesley was ordained as a minister in the Church of England and began practicing in the Oxford area. His sermons were impactful and inspiring, leading many individuals to turn to God. Despite their dedication to God, John and Charles Wesley found themselves facing a significant trial during their journey to Georgia on a troubled ship. Fearful for his life, John Wesley noticed the calm demeanor of a group of German Moravians who were on their way to preach to American Indians. They sang peacefully throughout the storm. Intrigued by their serenity, John Wesley approached the Moravian leader and inquired about the source of his unwavering faith.
They were. So inside that ship, there's this huge storm. It was so heavy. And Charles Wesley and John Wesley, they were both afraid. These Moravian men, they are full with joy. They were singing, shouting. They don't even look at the storm happening. And that was what really got the attention of John Wesley and Charles Wesley to ask a question from the Moravian leader. That, what's happened to you? Why are you this joyful? Why are you this filled with faith and all that? And the Moravian leader asked John Wesley this beautiful question, that, are you born again?
It was then that John Wesley realized he lacked genuine saving faith, despite his continued effort to lead a virtuous life. Both John and Charles Wesley grew increasingly frustrated with the religious practices and rituals they had been following. In early 1738, they came to the realization that what they truly lacked was a genuine assurance of salvation. Charles Wesley was the first of the true brothers to experience justification by faith. On May 21st, 1738, he had a transformative encounter on the day of Pentecost. On May 24th of the same year, John Wesley also found what he had longed for. Reluctantly attending a society gathering in Adagate Street, he listened to someone reading Preface to the Epistle to the Romans, a book by Martin Luther. Therefore, we conclude that a man is justified by faith without the deeds of the law. Wesley experienced a profound awakening when he heard this verse. He felt an unusual assurance that his sins had been forgiven and that he had been saved from the bondage of sin and death. As a result of this transformative experience, Charles Wesley composed hymn 361 to commemorate the day of their conversion. After their conversion experiences, John and Charles Wesley began preaching with renewed passion and zeal. They traveled throughout England, preaching the gospel to anyone who would listen. They formed societies of believers who met for worship and prayer regularly. The Methodist movement grew rapidly, and soon there were thousands of Methodists throughout England. Charles wrote many hymns, which became a vital part of the Methodist worship. The Wesley brothers had a profound impact on the history of Christianity. The Methodist movement they started grew to become one of the largest and most influential Protestant denominations in the world. Their hymns are still sung in churches today, and their writings continue to inspire and challenge Christians around the world. John and Charles Wesley's commitment to personal holiness and social justice continue to be a model for Christians today. Every revival is marked by a profound revelation of God's grace. In every awakening, there is a heightened recognition of humanity's need to abandon self-reliance and instead depend on Christ. Consequently, those who yearn for revival in the present day must begin by acknowledging their own incapability to establish a righteous relationship with God through personal endeavors and virtuous acts. Instead, they should place their trust solely in the completed work of Jesus, relying on Him alone to attain the certainty of salvation through His unmerited favor received by faith. The Wesley brothers' journey from doubt to faith is a powerful testimony to the transforming power of God's grace. Their lives and ministry continue to inspire Christians around the world, and their legacy will endure for generations to come.